Most loan repayments still haven't resumed. Will the holidays ever end? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this information from the Australian Banking Association, which was only released a few days ago, regarding repayments. So for them, it's good news. Almost half of deferred loans have restarted repayments. But we can look at that another way. That means more than half haven't. We just saw a few days ago, CBA executives were letting everyone know at their AGM that these mortgage holidays, or these loan holidays, because don't forget about all the business loans that are on holiday as well, may need to continue for years. And of course, you know, everything is normal in the economy. Everything is good. Consumer confidence is to the moon. House sales. I did a video before. House sales up 760% for new homes. It's a clown world, guys. It definitely is a clown world. You know, maybe we're living in a simulation. It's just a big joke just to test us all. We'll wake up and, yeah, negative interest rates. They'll be laughing at us. So 14th of October, this was released. New Australian Banking Association data reveals that almost half of deferred loans are now being repaid as Australians recover from the pandemic. So hopefully that's businesses and people are getting back into it. Maybe they've built up a reserve. What about the half that aren't? In late June, the number of loans which have been deferred by Australian homeowners and businesses peaked with around 500,000 mortgages and more than 200,000 small business loans having paused repayments. Now, just think about these small business loans. How many of them are making their repayments to the bank, but not making repayments to other people? Because remember, we have trading while insolvent, everyone. Till the end of the year. It's a magical world. Based on data collected by the ABA from 7 of Australia's largest banks, as of last week, the number of deferred mortgages had dropped to 270,000, meaning repayments had resumed on at least 224,000 loans. Almost half, 45% of deferred mortgages, are back to making regular loan repayments. This is a good sign for the economy. It shows that more Australians are getting back on their feet and resuming their loan repayments, said Australian Banking Associate Chief Executive Anna Bligh. And, I mean, the unemployment rate, everyone, that's now, I haven't updated this, it's now gotten worse. It's gone up to 6.9%. Are people getting back on their feet? Or is this just a sign that we're having, you know, a K-shaped recovery? We're having one part of the economy that's feeling it, down here, and another that isn't feeling it. Australian banks provided a loan repayment deferral to around 1 in 11 Australian mortgage holders and 1 in 8 small business owners, so they had some breathing room, or breathing space during the worst of the pandemic. I mean, this is the thing. We focus on the mortgages, guys, because that's property's the thing that most people are interested in. But what about the small businesses, 1 in 8, that are not able to repay their business loans? There's going to be businesses right on the edge. We looked at before in previous videos where people were trying to give away businesses right now. Here in Queensland, I'd hate to see what would be going on in Melbourne. Maybe we'll have to look at some examples there, but that's pretty depressing looking at that stuff. So these loan deferrals have helped hundreds of thousands of Australian families and small businesses survive the pandemic. Well, we don't know if they've survived yet. We don't know. The economy has, well, it's not the pandemic that they've survived. They've hopefully gotten through the decimation or destruction of the economy, the essential freezing of the economy by the government as a way to try and mitigate these risks. That's what they've had to suffer through. And we're starting to, you know, the question needs to be asked. It needs to be remembered. Is the price that we're paying worth it? And that's one we can't answer now. I suspect, personally, I don't think it is. Others will argue it is. It will have to leave it up to the historians. Repayments have also resumed on at least 82,000 small and medium business loans. That means 2 in 5, 41% of small and medium business loans that have been deferred are now being repaid again. So what about the 59% that aren't? 59% of business loans are still deferred. What about the people that have their small business loans deferred and their mortgages deferred? and you've got no money coming in. You know, in the past month, as many customers came to the end of their 6-month deferral, more than 130,000 mortgages and 50,000 SME loans had their repayments resumed. Well, because they had no other choice. This isn't really a sign of the economy picking up, as the good former Premier is trying to put it forward. This is a sign that this artificial grace period that the banks provided has come to an end. And I mean, we're not going to see the impact of people being forced to pay this right away. Hopefully they've built up a reserve. They're doing everything they can just to ride it out. Maybe some people should be selling their businesses or these properties, but they're hoping things will turn around. They're hoping in a V-shaped recovery. And we're seeing that manifest in consumer confidence, guys. I mean, this is people's expectations and confidence. This could be hopium. According to the data from Australia's 7 largest banks, the total number of deferred loans has dropped to 439,000. So, I guess that's an improvement, down from 700. Still, it's 440,000. Right now, it's really important that people contact their bank to figure out the path ahead. The earlier you speak to your bank, the more options they have to help you find a way through. And this is the thing. This is where what we'll start seeing next year. I bet you will start seeing people shifted to interest only for owner-occupiers, doing whatever they can to keep people in their houses and to slow down this trickle of property onto the market. There'll be more interventions by the government. Maybe we'll have home builder extended. Someone sent me, a viewer just sent me a message that it looks like JobKeeper may be extended in Cairns. ScoMo hinted at that. So here's the thing. We can make all these predictions and concerns about the impact on the economy, but the government's just going to keep pumping out more stimulus. The problem is we'll become addicted to stimulus. The market will become addicted to stimulus. There'll be an expectation of it. And, what's going to happen? What's the inevitable outcome of that? What will it be like in a few years' time? Remember, 1.1 trillion. That would have a few years ago. That would have seemed crazy. Now it's coming from the conservative side, apparently, of our parliament. It's a bit of a joke, isn't it? Banks will work with customers to figure out a tailor-made solution that might include restructuring a loan, or in some cases, granting an additional 4-month deferral. If you're in financial difficulty, please call your bank. They can help you find a way through. Don't tough it out on your own. So, the fact is that most of these loans still haven't resumed payment. I feel quite sorry for the small business people. Think about it. Through no fault of their own, people's entire lives have been disrupted. Businesses are getting destroyed. People are losing their homes. The banks are doing everything they can to stretch it out. And debt upon debt upon debt is going to be piled upon future generations. The only hope we have is that they inflate it away. That they inflate it away. So our money becomes even less and less worthless. So we pay for it in just gentle inflation tax. What tax is more painful? A 20% increase on your GST, or inflation that just compounds over a year? We're screwed one way or another, guys. The house always wins. So what do you think, everyone? What do you think? Does this align with, consumer confidence and other indicators in the economy that we're going well? Do you think we're going to see that fantastic V-shaped recovery? Or is this just just showing the signs that more and more people are getting desperate? And how long can they kick the can down the road? When will they extend the holidays? When will they push it out further? As always, thanks for watching. Please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Have you got one of these loans? Are you extending it? Are you just using it to build up a buffer and then stretch it out as much as you can to have a reserve, and then you'll start attacking it? Because I think there'll honestly be some people doing that, just using this as a way to build a reserve. Maybe the business is fine, maybe everything's going okay. Maybe they've got stuff in the pipeline, but they're taking advantage of this situation to just have more cash on hand so they can deploy and respond to emergencies. We'll have to see. As always, thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create, there are a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode.